Hi, Cancer. What's up? How's it going? It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your everything energy check-in for you and the ones on your minds. Looking at the energies for the week ahead for the end of August 2025, that even though I'm pulling on the energies at the time of recording this live, whenever it found its way into your phone's algorithm and you clicked on it, decided to come and hang out with us for a little bit, perfect timing as always. Even if you would subscribe and hang out with us for a lot of it, that'd be really cool. I was telling the Mod Squad and everybody yesterday, the only thing I'm asking for Christmas is my 100,000K plaque. So no, you guys got to send me no money or do nothing. I don't want your money. Google can pay me. That's cool. All right. But if you would just subscribe so I could get to 100K for Christmas, for my Christmas present, and then we'll do a live and we'll like take the plaque to dinner or something like that. I don't know. We'll do something really cool. Or I'll do a live stream while I open the present. Want to do that? I don't know. We'll figure something out. That's cool. But anyways, enough about me. And let's talk about you. You ready, Cancer? All right, let's talk about you for a second. All right, and remember, whatever message comes out, I'm going to convey it across to you, good, bad, or indifferent, because you have nothing to worry about when you're with me. I'm your ride or die, and I got your back. I'm your crystals. You're protected. Have you seen my chariot? It's got T-tops. It's bulletproof. It's cool. AK-47 bullets just right off. Doesn't even scratch the paint job. I wish. Let's go. All right. God, tap me into Cancer energy. I love doing Cancer readings because I'm a Cancer. Where's my July 7th birthday twins at? 7-7, pop a comment down below so I can respond to it and we can tell each other happy birthday. All right. Tap me into Cancer's energy. Give me everything you got for Cancer, please, and thank you. What do we got for Cancer? Let's do it to it. 2 shuffles. Wow, we're ready. Oh, my goodness. 1 and 2. Perfect. Let's love this deck for the crazy, cool Cancerians, because Cancer don't want no scrubs, TLC style. Let's do it. Overall energy is the 6 of Cups. You know what I just heard as I was starting to point this towards you guys over here? I just heard it's the end of the cycle. In other words, in the week ahead, you are putting an end to some kind of a generational sense of programming so that the future for you and your family and your kids, it'll be there someday. You know what I mean? You guys will not have the upbringing that your parents had, the grandparents had, and everything. You're setting a new tone on this, okay? Page of Wands, and you're going in the direction that's going to make you rather happy. 4 of Cups, this is what we're going to overcome. Because remember, and even in the Rider-Waite, the 4 of Cups, sure, you're sitting here bummed out at the moment, but God's getting ready to reach out and hand that other cup to you. So you think you ran out of options or chances or choices and don't know what to do? Virgo season with the Hermit card shows it's all going to come together for you with the Tower. You've made it through the worst already, all right? And you're getting ready to progress forward and rebuild from this. If you've been feeling or noticing an impending Tower moment, like feeling a little anxious or nervous, maybe even headaches or issues like that, you're right. It's a few layers deep, but this is the moment that resets everything and gets you out of the old energies. What up, Allie Angel? How you doing, girl? All right, Melissa. Hey, Taylor. Thanks for coming by. Let's do it. That's what I'm saying. Taylor, I'm hearing Lizzo. It's about time. All right, in a minute, I'm going to need a tarot reading from Archer to pump me up. Oh, I like that. Thanks, Cancer. That was cool. That counts as a Christmas present. Thank you. Okay, I have the 4 of Wands. I told you guys during the All Signs, the 4 of Wands showed up for every single sign at the All Signs. The most recent one's the one that's down in the pinned comment down below, Melissa's pinned comment. I knew this was going to be a twin flame reading, and right here is telling me with this, you are actually reflecting and learning a lot about your twin flame journey. Regardless of the 2 of Wands decision that you make, this is going to need a lot of clarifiers, Cancer, because you're at a 2 of Wands crossroads. You're at the crossroads, right? Not the one where the devil shows up and gives you a fiddle. No, somebody here plays the fiddle. That's cool. But anyways, do you decide to wait for your twin flame for the journey to complete, or has the twin flame journey completed and you're going to go towards a soulmate? Oh, wow. Guess what's happening, though? This might have been plaguing you for a minute, almost feeling guilty of like, wait, I'm supposed to wait forever, right? But what if there's something, oh my gosh, I feel your confusion. Okay, I'm just going to get clarifiers on this. We're not even going to go too deep into it. It really feels to me like you've been in fight or flight mode a lot lately, you know? Okay, maybe I don't need clarifiers. I'm channeling. Let's just go with it. Because like you're over and done with all this wishy-washy cycle and it's like, I don't know why this came up. Okay, this is for my female Cancers, okay? But like, just so you know your past person still calls the washing machine the laundry machine. right? So female Cancers, they're not doing that great on their own, but they have figured out how to use the laundry machine. Also, somebody might be getting a new washer, and that's how you know you're an adult. When you get excited over a new household appliance, oh my God, I got so excited when I installed a dishwasher over the weekend. Just like when I hired a lawn service, because I'm like, the two things I've had to do since I was a kid were cut grass and wash dishes. I'm not doing it no more. I spoiled myself for my birthday. It's cool. Retail therapy never hurt nobody, right? But you're in a similar mode of this, that you're like, some of these cycles have plagued me since I was a kid, Archer, and I'm kind of like, I'm good, right? I love my persons, you know what I mean? But I also love me too. Am I being selfish? Two of Wands. No. You're at a point here that you're tired of that wishy-washy laundry cycle that you've been facing for so long, that it's influenced your beliefs on love to the point that it's like, if no one else cares, why should you care anymore? But yet you feel guilty for doing what, like looking out for you. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely get clarifiers on it to find out what's up. Dude, it is totally true, Water Raven. You know, I'm not even allowed to lie. I totally was. I texted Mama T pictures, and I'm like, I have a dishwasher. I was beyond ecstatic. Oh my gosh, you know that's when you've grown up, when you're having breakfast, talking to people, being like, I'm getting a dishwasher this week. There is definitely a Cancer that has me on the speaker right now while you're doing your household chores. Keep up the good work. You're doing good. Let's get into the love department, okay? This reading's, oh my God, I love my new energies. It took me a minute to adjust, but this is cool. All right, let's get into the past person vibes, especially with the Four of Wands sitting here, okay? Remember, you're allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. You have free will too, all right? No tarot reader should tell you what to do. Nobody should. Tell them mind their own business. The silence is driving this person completely crazy. I can't even say baddie, because we're like, this person actually, they've passed baddie a while ago. They're into straight on cray cray, delulu, because now they're dreaming about you. They're fat. You guys had dreams at the same time. This is freaky. Yeah, they're calling you in their dreams. That's why you can't sleep. Crosswatcher, would you take tonight off from whenever you find this reading so Cancer can have a nap? Okay, Cancer's tired. Crab needs to sleep. Otherwise, the butter doesn't work as good. You know what I mean? Queen of Wands. This is why this person's dreaming about you, playing Staring at the Ceiling on repeat, which we appreciate. That keeps the Spotify count going up. It's cool. But they want another chance. That's Violet Jessup showing up. And you've got very strong fire energy here. Aries, 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 Sagittarius. Nope, nope. Leo. Where are you, Leo? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Somebody's dealing with a Leo. Anyways, okay, why in the world would I even do that? There's a Cancer somewhere laughing that they made me do that. Well played, Cancer. Anyways, the thing on this is, this person put themselves on their own pedestal, didn't they? Not that Violet Jessup ever did, like, nobody can sink me. It's like, yeah, you also cost the White Star Line 2 out of 3 ships, lady. Come on now. But the thing is, they put them, Aries energy, they put themselves on their own pedestal a little bit. You know what I mean? Because they sure felt like they were above everybody else around them. It's that vibe of the person that kind of like, okay, girls, for the energy I'm pulling, here's what I'm getting. It's like, it's a girl that all her friends she makes sure are not as pretty or not as cute and those kind of people, right? Because the ego trip. Guys, you know what it is. All your buddies got to have the slower muscle car, right? If they got a cam, they ain't allowed. You're like, I got to afford to change my motor. What are you doing? This person, very much, they picked and chose their people wisely, including you, because this was a result of how bad their ego was put in check by relationships before you. It's why this person called you in the first place. This person, in one of their darkest moments, they reached out to God and they said, I just want to be loved. I just want an honest, equal relationship that's like everybody, 6 of Pentacles, pulling. And God's like, okay, no problem. Cancer's on the way. But I'm being told that it's almost like that once they got you, God handed them the present and they neglected the present. Because almost to the vibes of like, no, I didn't want it to be Cancer. God, no, why? And then after they overreacted, then they realized it was supposed to have been you all along. So you got somebody up all night playing Staring at the Ceiling on repeat, trying to figure out, how do I fix this? Pride always goeth before the fall, Aries energy. And I think this person got knocked off their own pedestal. 9 of Pentacles, because they're single as a Pringle. All right. But the nice thing about it is they've matured, because even though most times Pentacles will refer to money energy, I see it always as stability, maturity. Okay. This shows that this person is 1 pentacle away from reaching out with you with the Ace of Pentacles to like, they kind of want to brag a little bit about how much they've changed. And you really won't even recognize them. All right. Even straight up to some of them might have changed their hair and changed the color, the cut, and like different dresses and style and everything. And like, whoa, even my female Cancers, for all you know, your dude's clean shaven now and like rocking a button down or something. You're like, whoa, where'd the gray sweatpants go? I kind of like the gray sweatpants. Huh, bummer. We'll figure it out. That's the gray sweatpants can be a conversation for when you guys work this out. Okay. Oh, thanks, Lizzie. I actually loved Lizzie McGuire. It was a cool show. But I love you too. Thank you. And I literally do love this deck. Nice. Okay, new person energy. I just love hanging out with you, Cancer. You guys are all, I love you guys. I'm very glad I decided to be a Cancer this time around. Anyways, new person energy. Either you single and available, or you're in something and want to know where it's going. Okay. Page of Cups. Oh, this is new love. And it's an offer. The age difference is actually the thing you're liking about it, or they are. Because one of you guys is like, oh no, the age difference might be weird or something different. And the other person's like, oh my God, perfect. 3 of Wands. I live at a distance, but in the Hierophant, this person's already spiritually awoke. This person's already found Jesus, for lack of a better term. This is interesting. And look, Aries, 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 everywhere. That's a lot of Rams. Somebody here, I just heard all black Dodge Ram. Somebody drives all black Dodge Ram. Okay, even with tinted windows, we'll go one step further. Okay, and I'm seeing something about ice skating. I don't know how that resonates. Maybe somebody's always wanted to, or just a dream when you were younger or something. But anyways, okay. The problem with this is the distance between you two, the space between us, so to speak. This person has been quiet lately because what I'm being told is that they're adjusting. Okay, it's like they have to adjust their life now to include you in it. However, it's coming across as if they were like detached, entertaining other options because of what you've dealt with in the past, because that's how everybody always treated you. And then they left you. And I'm hearing a Cancer that just said, Archer, I'm the one that's single and alone. Because nobody, I don't even look forward to Mercury retrogrades anymore. I used to get excited when people talked about it. I have never once had an ex come back. I've never once had a person forgive me. What's the use? Cancer, this is not that kind of person. Hold it. What I'm being told is this person here, both of you were saved from a lot of stuff in order to come together. So hang tight. This is going to get, you're already through the it's going to get worse part. We're coming into in the week ahead, the it's going to get better part. It's kind of cool. I dig it. Because the thing is like, I'm seeing someone who really wants this connection and is making changes to their lifestyle. It's like somebody in the midst of like a Saturn return. And in English, it's like maybe a college person who just finally is done with college life and ready to start a relationship. Some kind of a big change in life or midlife crisis. I don't know. Some of you guys might even work in the education field. I do see somebody that might be in schools districts or something like that. Maybe even the Board of Education. You know, the thing is on this is that this is somebody who really wants this connection to work. And so they're making changes to their lifestyle and their time management, Aries and Taurus energy, in order to have the time for you. Now, the thing on it is, the reason they're quiet is because they're used to being told not to speak straight up. Maybe even as a kid, this would be the kid that their parents were like, children should be seen and not heard. And so they've been, for their entire life, they've been told to hush, hush. And so it's really that they're just very used to doing everything on their own. They're not used to having somebody that's going to be in their corner and be their powerhouse. This person's like, I don't speak Cancer. How does this work, Archer? This is like a cross-watcher reading. Cancer, we have a lot of cross-watchers here, okay? Hi, guys. What's up? Somewhere in your chart, you have Cancer. You're not cross-watching. I didn't see nothing. Judgment-free zone, 2025. Do you? All right, but let's get clarifiers. You have got a lot of Aries energy on this reading. There's also Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Pisces. Because remember, the pages, they're still the wild card. They're young. They don't know what they want to be when they grow up yet. So this can be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio for the Page of Cups. I pull Pisces. Scorpio, more set. There's Leo. I knew it. I didn't even need the cards. Page of Wands. Bonus points if the Leo in your life is also a musician, because that's Miriam singing some praise for God. Okay, I knew Leo could be even a Leo Cancer cusper, because look at that. Interesting. Strong Aries and Scorpio vibes all over this thing, though. Gemini's hanging out too, but Gemini's quiet. Gemini, are you? No, it's Nine of Swords. We'll find out, okay? And here's the wild part that I have to tell you for the Cancers that are dealing with the Gemini. Gemini will be the sign that reaches out before all the other signs. The most quietest one is the one that's going to pop the top first, okay? And once you pop, you can't stop. Why did I say it so serious? Anyways, the Magician card, right to the Ten of Cups. Look at that, literally manifested it for you, Cancer. Let's do this. Cancer, you are a very powerful manifester. Some of you guys, if you've done the personality test online, maybe you found out that you are actually a manifesting generator, okay? So let's see what's up. Why does this new person work so much? Anyways, okay, the Tower. Whoa! Wow, that came on fast. Whoa. It like only a few moments ago, it was like 4 cards deep, and here it is. See, I told you your intuition feels it coming. You know they're getting ready to reach out and do something. 4 of Swords. And so you're just kind of waiting. You're like, hey, I got stuff to do. I'm cool. I'm making plans too. So we'll see what happens. 2 of Wands on the Emperor. Wow, way to take your power back this week with Aries strong on the Scorpio vibes with that 6 of Cups. Literally, you're calling your reading right out onto the Knight of Cups. I do feel your 4 of Swords frustration here, but it's getting better going forward on this because you're already feeling the shift into this new timeline. It's kind of like you're the one that's manifesting it in. And man, this is good. It's a shake to your confidence. Look at you leveling up into Emperor energy. This is wild. Okay, the thing on this is this Tower card. It might shake your confidence a little bit, and like you're feeling it right now. You know what I mean? You're going to find out by the end of the week ahead from whenever you find this reading, add 7 days to it, you're going to totally be like, oh my gosh, I see why that happened. Everything happens for a reason. And right now, it's the worst thing in your life that has you all shaken and frustrated, like feeling guilty for the 2 of Wands choice you're making that ends the 6 of Cups generational curses. You know, you just don't want your kids to have the life that you had, and then the life that your kids and your parents and your grand. It's that you're closing the 6 of Cups generational cycles, because the 6 of Cups is Scorpio energy, and that's 8th house. That's deep death card transitions and rebirths. Okay, so that's how I know you're elevating. Here's the thing: the one sign I haven't seen yet is Aquarius energy. Uranus in Gemini has actually got a big factor for what's going on, because what's happening, it's retrograde. And you know how you're like, I don't even get excited about Mercury retrogrades anymore, Archer, right? Because nobody ever forgives. Some of you either already have gotten this and it's feeling like it's too good to be true, and if not, it's going to happen. There is one person, Scorpio energy comes in strong, also Libra, that out of the blue during Uranus retrograde, okay, poor Uranus, the butt of all science class jokes. I don't try to pronounce it differently. That's how it was when I was in school. And honestly, does Uranus sound any better? Okay, right? Does it make any sense anyways? And Aquarius is the one giggling going, we picked that planet because we like the name. That's why I love Aquarius. The thing on this is, to get back to what we were talking about, you either already have, or if not, you will be receiving the very first ever, I'm sorry, can we work this out? And this is a soulmate card on the 6 of Cups, Scorpio energy, which this tells me this is still open. This could be your past person for the people that are waiting. Could be a friend. Could be a family member. We have thousands of soulmates that come into our lives. For all you know, that dude that knocked on your door telling you need to get a new roof, he's a soulmate. And he was the blacksmith that sold you horseshoes a couple lifetimes ago. Swear. You guys always, soulmates always find each other. You know what I mean? Dude, my third eye's, oh my gosh, my pineal gland's itching. I love activation. Let's go. All right. You literally are activating and leveling up, and I almost grabbed the wrong deck, but that's my fault. That's on me. Knight of Cups to the Five of Wands and the Eight of Wands, going for judgment and real love. I'm seeing here that with this Judgment card, you know what it is? Those ones that cast judgment on you, Cancer, look, you tried. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. What is up with horse and horseshoes? How many lifetimes back are we going, Cancer? It's kind of cool. Some of you guys totally dig the wicked, wicked, wild, wild west because you used to live in it, okay? Something about the horses or even just the nomadic. I don't know. We're going to keep... Dude, stop it. Hold on, one at a time. Now I'm hearing congratulations by Post Malone. So if you've heard that on the radio or it's in your playlist or something lately, you have completed the level up and your rewards is like epic, because all I see here on this one is that for the choices that you made, it was the last and final option to avoid becoming stuck, and you didn't want to become stuck even though you felt backed into a corner and your fight or flight would kick in. Five of Wands, Leo energy, you know what I mean? All I'm hearing is that I'm hearing Cancer. It's like, Archer, don't make me cry, Cancer. Stop that. I'm a grown man. Anyway, I cry. I'm a Cancer. I cry my butt off sometimes. I'm not even going to be ashamed to admit it. Real men do. All you've ever wanted to hear is someone to look at you and go, Cancer, you were right. You did the right thing. You know what? Maybe not a lot of the human beings around you are. That's why that UFO asteroidy thingy that's approaching Earth, that'll be here around December 19th this coming year. That's why those aliens on that thing, they already know. Roll the windows up and lock the doors when you drive by this planet, right? I channeled them. They're like, we're not stopping. We're not even making eye contact. We just flying on through. We're on our way to Jupiter. We'll be fine. The God above wants you to know. That's why I went for the Bible deck. God knew this was coming. God wants you to know you were right. You did the right thing. The rewards coming for you are going to be deeper than you could ever imagine from the results of this tower moment that you've been through. Give me confirmation that you're proud of Cancer and they did the right thing, please and thank you. The Ten of Wands, you put the burden down. You did the right thing. And God above is proud of you. All right? I'm going to disconnect from that because now you're going to be moving forward with the Eight of Wands. Look at Ringo. He's my birthday twin. Hey, Ringo, peace and love. July 7th. Look at this. You got forward momentum coming in. You're a star. And whatever you do and whatever you do in your, I don't care if all you do is just you're the bag lady at Publix. You are the best one in the world. And that's why your bosses all like you. Even though you feel like you're stuck in the workplace and getting overturned for advancement, that's because those people are not good at your job. Here's the thing. You're so good at your job that your bosses, and some of you, they've actually told this to you, that you're too important in your role and they can't advance you because they need you where you are. They're not lying to you. That's the God's honest truth. Straight up. Okay, let's move forward here because all them dreams you've been Ten of Cups manifesting that you thought would never happen are getting ready to. You're coming into some power and manifesting this stuff into reality. Just like when George Harrison, his second trip to the United States in 1964, he got sick. He didn't get to see New York or Central Park, and the road manager stood in on the sound test on the Ed Sullivan Show. And then out of the blue, the Rickenbacker owners call up and say, hey, we have a brand new prototype 12-string guitar. Would you like to just have it? All my guitar players know how much a Rickenbacker costs, let alone the very first ever 12-string they ever made. I would learn how to play right-handed to have that guitar. You know what I mean? And that's the most unique love offer. So keep your dreams high because you're at a moment right now that if you set your beam for Jupiter, you're going pass the moon right up and make it all the way. You got this. You're just feeling each other's energies regardless of where you two are in the world while you're at this big old Two of Wands fork in the road down here. It's a big fork in the road that you guys will overcome. All right? And you'll find out why this Tower card's happening to you. Okay? I like it. Now, let's get down here into this part. Judgment card. Let's dig into the past person's energy. Page of Cups. There's a couple Cancers like, can we skip to the new person? Page of Cups. Wow, that's George and Danny. That's so cute. It's a love offer. For some of you guys, the past person is the new person. Oh, this is like two groups of Cancers. This is interesting. All right, let's dig in. Ten of Cups. I got chills. Oh my gosh. Did I not just say you were manifesting your 10 of Cups into existence? And boom, Archer drops the mic just like all those teacups. 8 of Swords, this person, they feel so stuck on the 3 of Cups to the 4 of Wands. I told you guys are filling each other with the Page of Swords. This here, you were the first one that believed in them. They see you as a true reward and a blessing in their life. Look, that's the spaceship that's coming by. It passes by the sun during Libra season, then it passes by us on Sagittarius season. And Ringo's with them. It's cool. They were so used to dealing with neglectful people, abusive partners, karmic twins, rude siblings, rude family, needy people. They had to, for some of y'all, they were financially supporting their parents and their family, and they were doing it since they were a kid. This person never got to be a kid. Wow. I can't pick on the cross-watcher for this. You know, that's why some people might sit and go, oh, this person's got a Peter Pan complex going on. No, this person got held back by everybody in their life and never actually got to experience any of the stuff that you guys did. The thing is, at that point after the karmic twin, that's when they met you. Ace of Wands. Some of you guys right out of the gate, you felt this connection just as much as they did, and it got them very excited. It's why they still have stuff in their phone. They haven't deleted one bit of it. They can't. Every time they try to go and like, okay, I got to let go of Cancer. I'm officially letting go of Cancer. I'm deleting everything. Oh, wow. God, Cancer was, oh my gosh, where's the butter? But they're learning their lessons too, because the Page of Swords is also the card of the student. And they had asked God for you to be brought into their life. You were their 10 of Cups prayer. And then they neglected it, 3 of Cups onto the 8 of Swords. Very unique energies of a love triangle, because that's the 3 of Cups in the Beetle deck over here. That's George Harrison, Eric Clapton, and Patty Boyd. Lola, L-O-L-A. Very interesting love triangle there. I would need a whole separate reading just to explain that. It's complicated. The situationship vibes were beyond crazy. For some of you guys, when they met you, they were already married or getting out of a marriage or a bad relationship, right? And that's why they met you that way. Right? Melting butter in tow with them, right? Some of you guys, they actually would travel to do a distance to come and see you. And the thing is, that's what got in the way of all this thing, because that's their karmic twin. And you had to deal with them at their lowest of lows, because the karmic had destroyed them, and then the karmic was stuck in them. And sure, yeah, at first it was like, hey, it was fun times, it was situation, it was they told you they didn't want anything or they weren't available, blah blah blah. Problem is, they wish they'd never let you go, and now they wish they had told you the other answer. They made the wrong choice. Humans make wrong choices. This person did it because they're so used to being bullied into submission that they don't have any confidence left. The ego was so huge with this person as their defense mechanism to hide their timidness and their insecurities. Much like how they had to turn Stu Sutcliffe. He had to play with his back to the crowd because he couldn't play. They'd be performing songs and they'd be in a whole nother key. And poor Stu, hold on, right-handed. Poor Stu would be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a painter. And then Paul's playing bass on it was a whole thing. And that's the thing. Their hands were tied. What did they do? So long as they didn't have to give back to you or commit in any way, they were fine with that, and they loved telling people about it, right? The thing on this is, all those people that they had told they were right, you were wrong, you were crazy, you were psycho, you were this, you were that, they projected out all of their fears and insecurities. That's why it was their defense mechanism. With the Page of Swords to the 4 of Wands, it leads into the Page of Cups. It's telling me that for the big conglomerate of my Cancerians, about 94%, is that you guys are facing the dilemma that you're involved with the new Page of Cups energy, and the past person has reached out to say the thing, oh, Cancer, I made a decision, I made a bad choice. And it's like, whoa, which way are we going, right? That is a major 2 of Wands, because you're like, what if I make the wrong choice? What if this doesn't work? Or what if this doesn't work? I don't know what to do, Archer, right? 3 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. Some of you guys could be born on the 13th. The 7th is here. The 4th, the 24th. The 8th, this could be you or them. The 5th is here, the 6th, the 18th, the 28th, 22nd. Ooh, a lot of repeating 2s. The 29th, the 21st, 19th, another 4. A lot of repeating 4s. I think the 4s have been following you around lately too. And it's very strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, heavy duty Scorpio vibes. Gemini, Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, and Leo. Taurus too. Sorry, Taurus. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, cool. He's the Hierophant. He don't care. He's like, I'm non-biased. It's all right. You'll find me eventually. He's cool. All right. Let's get a final outcome on this past person vibes because they're still watching you. And that's why they've had that dream about you. 4 of Cups, that other 4s into the 6 of Pentacles. It's the oldest hyperbole in the book, but they had to lose you to love you. That's the thing. They just didn't fully have their life together at the time because look on this 4 of Cups. This is a scene from the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour movie, Blue Jay Way. And on it, when George is doing this song, it says that he's trying to support family, wife, 2 kids, and he's got cups out there. He's got his 3 spilt cups waiting for God to hand the 4th out. This is the way their life had gone in their life, that they were so used to failing when you met them at their lowest of lows. And that's the reason why they couldn't love you. They weren't capable. They didn't know how to do it. They were at such a low point in their life trying to get out of everything going wrong that they took it out on you. Straight up, they didn't know any better. That's all. They really, honest to God, didn't mean it. And they regret it. They're like, why did I open my mouth like that? Because they treated you the same way they were treating whatever this other thing was that they were trying to get out of, because it's all they knew. It's all they were used to. You loved them. They never had that. I have to give them props for that. They never had love till they found you. And that's what's causing them to continue to check your social media, see how you're doing, seeing what you're up to. Because as they're awakening to the way you made them feel, they weren't able to process it at the time. It's like literally trying to try to watch TV on a black and white monitor, use an 80s TV to watch modern programs, that sort of a thing. Man, some of them lost their homes during the 2008 era, or they had to move from home to home. Like maybe some of you guys, they were in military families, right? Going base to base to base. And they just never had anywhere that they could set down roots and call home. That's what called you into their life, because you rule the 4th house. You know how to make anything a home. That's why you're the mother of the Zodiac. And for some of you guys, even their mom, straight up, it's like evil stepmom vibes without it being a stepmom. Okay. This was a lot they've been through. You guys had different upbringings. That's why no wonder you wouldn't understand it any more than they understood you. You guys were raised so differently. It was different. That's what's making them miss you so much. And that's why they're going to reach out. It's straight up, the runner has become the chaser, because they realize they literally took the gift God gave them and tossed it out with the trash. And they're like, oh my God, I have to go find that. They're in hot pursuit on their way back to you. The energies are right for twin flame reunions too. Okay. It's beautiful vibes. All right. Let's get into the new person energy. Let's do it. All right. Now, let me get into this new person vibes. Let's see. Page of Cups, Hierophant, 3 of Wands, Aries, Taurus, Pisces energy. The Fool card. See? And I'm hearing Dreams by Stevie Nicks, because look on the Fool card. It's John Lennon when he was in How I Won the War, that movie he made in Spain, but it's got a big old bullseye target on it, right? This is right here. This person getting ready. It's Steve. I got my sights set on you. I'm ready to aim. This person's already getting ready to make the offer that you've been waiting for at the Fool card. They're just a little nervous. And oh my gosh, do they like you? Ace of Wands. Cancer, this person coming in correct, and they bring in their own butter. They like you a lot. Look at Ringo's drumstick, Cancer. Cancer. They want you to look at the drumstick. I can't stop it. This is a family-friendly channel. What are y'all doing here? Well, how do you think families are made, Archer? Shush. This person don't even have kids, do they? Because you both have been saved by whatever circumstances you went through in order to preserve 2 good people for each other. This is big time buku rewards for what you put yourself through. Wheel of Fortune, and they're getting ready to exercise their free will. The Wheel of Fortune is the card of free will that they've entered into. I always call it a roundabout. They've entered into that roundabout, and they're putting things in order to get ready to pick the exit out of the roundabout, which comes right to Cancerian Butter Boulevard, apparently. I cannot with you. Stop it. This person, even though they're quiet, they're talking to like everybody else about you. Oh my gosh, Cancer is so cute. Cancer's dreamy. You guys are wild. You guys both got some unique values. It's cute. The thing on this is that they've been manifesting a partner too, just like the past person was when they asked you, but they're freaking out. And they're like, It's happening, isn't it? It's like, yeah, totally happening. This thing here is that they just didn't expect to meet you. They'd come to terms that their prayers would never be answered. This person looked a gift horse in the mouth. What is it with horses in you right now? Oh my gosh. I wouldn't mind going horseback riding. It'd be kind of fun, actually. Anyways, this person's like, oh my gosh, because they got to the point where their prayers hadn't been answered. And they had been through so much of the same stuff that you did, they'd just come to terms with it. It's just like you, where you're just like, you know what, I'm on my own. It is. They got to that point too, and literally it attracted you guys in. See, they just don't communicate as often as you'd like them to because they've never been in a relationship where they could communicate. They're learning that, like, oh my gosh, with Cancer, I can open up. I can open up and be vulnerable, you know? But the whole thing on this is that this is the relationship that's going to allow you to like break those 6 of Cups family cycles and merge together to create your own. The whole thing on this is that it's like, because of their silence, that like maybe you think they're no different than what you've been through in the past, but you guys kind of manifested each other in as a result of what you've been through. And you guys didn't even know you were doing it to each other, because this all was manifestations that happened while you were being hurt by these people and crying yourself to sleep, being like, I know I deserve better. Why is this happening to me? They were doing it too. That's the thing. They just don't communicate as often because of their raising. They'd come to terms with this happening the way it was. This person is one of the good ones like you. And the thing on this is that they've never been in a relationship with anyone that cared about them. And they're having a little bit of a freak out too, being like, Cancer just always shows up exactly when I need them. And it's an adaptation to learn for both of you guys how to open up and be vulnerable and have that connection that blends all of the, you know, that big pros and cons list. You and them are the pros of each other's lives. The thing on this is that they were always so mentally and emotionally beaten into the ground by anyone that they cared about, not caring about them, that they had to close their heart off. But together, you guys are going to learn how to adapt your 2 different upbringings and your 2 different lifestyles to create that one of your own. They're getting ready to 7 of Swords communicate and open up more. They've put the 5 of Swords away, so that, here's the thing, is like, it's already starting to happen. With that 8 of Wands that's up here, it's heading in the right direction. That, look, you guys get to eat at home with the King of Cups. The next part of this journey for you guys, it's a test that's built for 2, like a bicycle built for 2. And I'm seeing, like, what is that? It's a bubble wand. Maybe there is something about kids involved. Either you guys will have kids together, or for some of you, there already are kids involved, because I'm literally seeing a kid playing with those, you know, and making bubbles. Oh, that's, some of you guys might even see that at a parade or something, or as a result of something going on. And watch out for somebody playing a harmonica. I don't know why, but I just saw the harmonica as being a sign of a harmonious union getting ready to happen. Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant, double confirmation that you're meeting your forever. If you guys choose marriage, it's already happening. It's wild. Proverbs 31 energy comes in 2 of Swords. Have faith on the 2 of Pentacles, especially the more you keep seeing the repeating 2s. This is already beginning to take hold. They're getting their life in order, and they're doing it for you. Something you never thought anybody in their life would ever do for you, this person's doing for you. Believe in this one. It's really happening. All right? I love this for you, Cancer. And remember, Cancer, this will resonate to any placement of Cancer in your chart, because you are not just your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what make you 1 in a billion. All right? That's why everybody wants to butter your crab legs. Oh my God, this Ace of Wands is out of hand right now. There we go. We're good. Anyways, all right. Like, share, comment, and claim this down below. All right. The comment section's here for you, and it does help the channel in that. So it would mean the world to me if you could. And even if you just want to leave an emoji so that you can keep your private life private, it's cool. God knows what you're thinking when you type it. That way, me and the rest of the fam can help you be manifesting it into your 10 of Pentacles existence. I love it for you. All right, Cancer. I'm going to roll. Get ready for Leo. And until next time, I'll see you later. Peace and love.